Hello, I'm Bonnery.
I'm Brad Mower,
and this is IFXtra. So, how is everybody this week? It feels very spring-like around here, doesn't it? The sun's come out, the temperature's gone up a little bit. We've been out for walks. We've seen some snowdrops in the gardens. So it looks beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, you feel better when it's getting a bit lighter at night as well. And
well, that's the thing. I've started noticing it's not quite as dark.
Exactly.
So, you know.
Anyway, what have you been up to this week?
I have been doing some work on the new app for Interference. So
Cool.
the Android app, which is also, hopefully, if all goes well, going to run on iPhones as well. So yeah, coming along with that, doing a bit of work on the drawing tool with it and some other bits and pieces. So
Awesome.
you know, that's quite nice. I've also been having a few discussions on Discord and the forums about other features people would like in. One of the good suggestions
like
this week, I think it was Callum mentioned it, saying that sometimes he likes to just kind of get on the gallery and just keep scrolling down until he gets to like a really old game and look at that.
There's a lot of pages, aren't there?
Yeah, and it is kind of highlighted. It's sort of a bit difficult to get back to older games.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if we need some kind of system where you could. I mean, he suggested a random game thing, like the random article button on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to see if we can get that in. But also maybe like I don't know what you'd call it, kind of games which didn't get much attention when they finished.
Yeah.
So like
kind of a rarely seen game or something.
Yeah. So maybe we'd let you sort the games based on the number of views. So you could go and check out some stuff that not many people have seen, and maybe you could like a few items in that that actually were kind of almost hidden gems, you know, kind of thing, and then they'd become popular, so they'd end up on the front page and stuff like that.
That'd be cool.
So yeah, that would be quite interesting.
Yeah,
so we're going to have a look into doing some stuff like that.
Because we've got a lot of games in there, haven't we? A lot of drawings. And,
yes.
You know, it's a shame that people don't see them.
Yeah, and this is the thing. I think sometimes if there's a game that's got some quite good stuff in, and it finishes at the same time as a game with a particularly awesome thing in,
kind of gets left behind.
All of the activity kind of goes onto that one, and some of the others at the same time don't get the visibility that they deserve. Yeah. So yeah, maybe something to try and fix that.
That's very cool.
Because we've got like 10.5 years of games there. So you know, there's probably some really awesome stuff that no one's ever noticed. So.
Are there a million drawings yet?
I was over that, I think.
Is there more than a million drawings? Oh, wow. You should be looking at those.
Yeah,
cool.
Well, probably.
Not all of them, though.
Yeah, anyway.
Brilliant. That's awesome. Okay, now we're going to see who won this week's awards. Picture of the week this week goes to Sads for Gomez Adams, John Allen Aston. That's such a brilliant grayscale portrait of the actor who plays Gomez. It's amazing. Well done, Sads. Welcome to the game.
My favourite description this week was, #1 fabric softener, a sock so fluffy it turns into a balloon, by Mila Molkova. Now this sounds just like some sort of marketing slogan. I can even imagine the TV advert already. Nice work, Mila Molkova.
Community pick of the week this week goes to Heraclium for Bambi witnessed a UFO sighting, forgot to turn on the camera. It's happened to us all, Bambi, don't you worry. Well done, Heraclium, this is brilliant. They were amazing.
Awesome stuff there, as always.
Now we're going to see what we were doing last week in the forums. So last week in the forums, I was asking you, is there something in particular that you can never remember? Like for me, I can never remember the registration number of my car. And you go to a car park and just put in your registration and think, what's my registration? So go all the way back to the car. So now I've got a photo on my phone if I need it for a form or for a car park or anything like that. And also, I seem to have forgot my PIN numbers because I'm just not going out using my PIN numbers. It's all like contactless or online stuff.
I was very impressed when you started this thread and you said, I've forgotten a PIN for my bank card. Because I was like, she didn't say PIN number. But then you just said PIN number twice now.
Uh-oh, sorry. Is there anything you can't remember?
Well, also the PIN for my card. Yeah, that's difficult.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, aside from if I do something on my online banking that needs me to put the card in the little pin sentry thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I haven't been out of the house really in a year. I don't remember pins.
No.
So
I
yeah,
know.
that's a bit awkward.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like there's various kind of development, you know, like programming or SQL kind of things where I never remember the order that things happen in, and I have to look it up like every
Every
time.
time, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I do sometimes think, like, if I sit down and actually memorize these things or make myself a little list and stick it to the wall behind my monitor, I could
Save you
probably
time.
save myself like, you know, 10 or 15 minutes a week here. Just constantly looking, which order do you feed these things in? Yeah.
Pointy Cat here says, I find myself forgetting which passwords I use for which sites. Oh, I know, because you're supposed to have a different password for every site. And then, oh, which one do I use for
I
this?
mean, everyone's going towards password managers now, aren't they?
I think so. I'm not surprised, really.
Yeah, maybe I need to finally relent and do that. So I don't sort of try and log into something and be like, I mean, again, I could probably save myself a quarter of an hour a week
Exactly.
if I did that.
And
Yeah.
things like you only use like once a year, like, you know, doing your tax return or something. So, oh, what was that? And that's such a complicated number and password system, isn't it?
Don't even get me started on the self-assessment system, because I've just had an email yesterday or the other day saying that they're changing how the login system works.
No, not again. Oh dear. Well, Canabita says, I work in a medium-sized company. The people I work for on a regular basis, I'm okay, but people I only see on and off, I'm terrible. I remember names and I recognise faces, but I can't put them together. So every time someone says, bring this document to X, I have to scramble like a mad person onto our intranet to find out what X looks like and where they are. Oh yeah, I think that's quite normal, really. I was out in the theatre. I was okay with the front of staff because I worked with them, but backstage they all had names like Kat and Kate and Catherine. I don't know which is which.
Yeah, I mean, I have big problems with faces. What's the word? Prognoscopia or something like that. Like,
face blindness.
Yeah, just cannot. To the extent of, I mean, I did a gig recently-ish in a place where I was doing some work on site with them, and people would say, oh, you know, go and talk to such and such about this. And then, just like Canabita, I'd have to really subtly be like, oh, I'll just finish my coffee, and then look them up on the intranet to try and find what they look like. And then the problem is, even in like the 30 seconds between looking at the picture on the bio and then going and finding them, I'd then be wandering around like, can't remember what I meant to be looking for. Yeah. To the extent of someone that I work with there like nearly every day, I could remember her because she had very distinctive hair, because she had like blue and purple in her hair. And then one day she didn't, and I was about 20% sure that it was her or not. I mean, it happened when we went to visit Ferret at work once, and I didn't recognise her because she had her hair different and she was wearing a uniform or something, and I didn't talk to her because I didn't realise it was her. I'm just terrible. But yes, also 9% saying, I don't remember any of my 8 times tables for multiplication. Any number larger than 5 times 8, I'm totally stumped. For 8 times 6, I have to multiply 8 times 5, then count up 8 more on my fingers. I've been doing it that way for my whole life.
It's weird, isn't it? You just get stuck with certain things. And
I
you find a way around them.
I really struggle with mental arithmetic, which apparently is very commonly sort of associated with face blindness.
Oh, okay.
But I struggle with that, so I've just memorised various random bits.
Have you?
And then I have to work up or down from them.
Okay.
So, like, I know 8 times 8 is 64, but, like, 8 times 7, I'd have to do 64 minus 8. Yeah, same kind of thing as 9%.
56.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Interesting. Okay, now we're going to go and see what we're talking about this week in the forums. Now that spring is just around the corner, what birds or animals do you see in your backyards or gardens? In this house, which is near busy roads, we don't see much except the neighbourhood cats, although out front there is a tree with 2 magpies nesting in it. At my previous house, we used to get families of foxes, squirrels, and a variety of garden birds like sparrows, blue tits, and the odd robin. How about you?
If you'd like to chime in with that, just head over to the general discussion forum. It's the pin thread for the week, so you'll find it at the top of the thread list.
Cool. Now don't forget, tomorrow night is Zeitgeist quiz night. So we'll have 5 rounds, 5 different topics.
Yeah, we've not seen this before. Every Sunday night at 7 p.m. UK time over on twitch.tv/interference, we run Zeitgeist, the Interference Quiz of the Week. It's a live interactive quiz stream where you play along against the rest of the audience, competing for a spot on the leaderboard.
Absolutely. Do you know who? Oh, shall I tell you who the author, artists are this week?
Yeah, so each round's based on one of the week's drawings from Interference.
Yep.
Bonner here picks her favourite drawings and then comes up with a set of questions based around whatever was drawn.
Yep.
So we don't find out what the topics are until, well, not even
it
until the
happens.
day, until the quiz is actually in progress.
Yep.
But you can tell us the featured artist there?
Yeah, I can. We've got Mary Cricket, Callum, Junie, Amvol, and Love Drawing. That should be cool.
Got a couple of the quiz regulars in there as well.
We have.
Interesting.
Yeah, we
so
have.
we'll
So hopefully they'll enjoy seeing their own pictures on there.
Okay. So yeah, as I say, you compete against the rest of the audience. We give you points if you get the answers right, then we add all of that up and have a leaderboard at the end of each, well, at the end of each round and at the end of each show. So who did the best on Sunday then?
You mean Valentine's Day? Last Sunday.
Was, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
It was Goose who won. Grinning Goose got 241 points. Darth got 223 and Phantom got 200. So yeah, 3 people over 200 there.
Nice. Yeah, that was always the target, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like the winner should get over 200.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So on Thursday we have Zeitgeist 20, so 20 questions on the same topic. This week it was all about February. Things that happened in February, people with birthdays in February, and Darth won with 182, but it was very close because Goose got 180. And then third was Dax. Dax ranked 3,000 with 172. So,
yeah, so that was really close, wasn't
Nobody
it?
got all of them right that time.
So so Goose got more questions right than Darth, but Darth got a load of fastest answer bonuses. You get like an extra point if you're the fastest.
Just got back 12 fastest ones.
So made up for getting one more wrong. So that was interesting. Just goes to show
Pays to be
speed
quick
does
sometimes.
pay.
Yeah, it does.
Sometimes. My favourite part of that was when you asked. It was a question about which singer's birthday, and it was Rick Astley, and you rickrolled us all in the quiz.
I did. That's fun.
Yes, that was the highlight, I think.
So next Thursday, the Zeitgeist 20 is all about food and drink. So that should be fun.
Okay, food and drink.
Yeah.
I mean,
everyone knows about food and drink.
yeah, I mean, I eat food and I drink drink.
You do?
So
You should be fine. Cool. That's for next week.
Isn't it interesting how you eat food, but you drink drink? You don't food.
No, you don't. No, that's true. Or eat.
Or eat. Anyway, I digress.
Okay. So I think that's all the news for now, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, just goes to say.
Yeah, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved at playinterference.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at PlayIFX or on Facebook at PlayInterference. We've also got a Patreon page at patreon.com/interference. If you want to give us a bit of monthly support, the ongoing maintenance of the game, building the new app, building the quiz system, adding in new features and other things like that. We really appreciate your support.
The cats as well.
You get some extra features in Interference, like replays and things, and you also get a custom entrance shout out from Ava if you're a quiz player.
Which is a lot of fun. We've got some funny ones in there.
We do, yes. Like Callum, faster than a speeding kebab.
It's Callum. Yeah. Okay. That's it for this week, though. So we'll see you again next Saturday.
Yep. Have a great week. We'll see you next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.